There's my very expensive wee rope. Oh. Oh. Hey, Doc. How are you? You put that bag in there. Oh my golly. It's 5 o'clock and it's Friday and Janine's just coming. Janine is not coming because she's still not feeling 100%, so she's just going to stay inside where it's nice and cozy. Because it's been quite chilly today. And it has been a busy old Friday. That's all I can really say. So, I think Janine's chasing down donkeys. That's a surprise. We've had lots of activity today, I would say. Janine and I went out to the job in Haverhill this morning to Aspen Hill, which was lovely, really lovely. It was just me, Janine. Those are turkeys, Janine, not donkeys. And the turkeys are out, not the donkeys. Excellent. We went to Aspen Hill and we took the light and we took the rabbit in the pushchair. It's not really a pushchair. I call it pram. I don't know what you call it here. What do you call it? Carriage. Baby carriage. And they were absolutely fantastic. The light was wonderful. It was there were two different areas, wasn't there? There was the one on the ground floor, and then we had to go up from the elevator to the one on the second floor, and both animals.
So you can finally talk about a job because we went on one.
I did.
So that's good.
It's my little Miss Delightful. But she is delightful, and very well behaved. Willow did, yes, get her shot today.
Yeah, she got all of her.
She got just about any shot we could throw at her, and she was very good, obviously.
Yeah. And she's got her shot with antibiotics for the next.
I know they're just playing with it.
We don't have to worry about that.
No.
Okay.
No, they're not silly, the ducks.
They don't eat that kind of stuff.
No.
Okay.
They just make a noise.
All right. Sorry, the duck had a poop.
Oh, I can hear turkeys coming.
Yeah. Well, how much you want to get all the turkeys out?
I'm trying to separate the turkeys and the goats to bring the turkeys in without having to deal with goats, because you know how
You're not very good at this, really, actually, are you?
The goats were all in the paddock, and the turkeys were all outside the paddock, so I took that opportunity. They did them on themselves. I took that opportunity to close off the goats. So they're locked in. It's sitting in the golf cart. Stop saying now. You okay? Okay.
We're all right.
I left the keys in the golf cart.
Well, they'll be home.
They'll be like, come on, guys.
Yeah, but they'll drive better than my mother.
Oh, this is very true.
Anyways, what were we talking about?
I don't know. Oh, your problems separating goats and turkeys.
Right. But there was something before the job.
Oh, yes.
The job. So, because all the dogs, we're talking about Willow. Willow's in Indian Fine House in about 2 weeks. She's, if you see her now, she's looking very active and healthy. But it'll take 2 weeks to flush the whole thing out of her system. And
it's only one injection.
One injection for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a second one after that or any more, but the Jen is on it, and there's documents in there that I can read if I have any questions. So that's good. But we had a last minute change this morning because Jen had to go to pick the dogs at 12. And
we had an appointment at 12.
And we had an appointment at 12, so Elizabeth agreed to go with me. Actually, it's more like I dragged her. I called her at 8:30 and said, I'll pick you up in an hour. Be ready.
Yeah,
be
and I was
driveway.
like, are we going right now? Because normally when Janine says, can you come on the job, she's like, so I'll meet you right now.
And I was like, coming up the driveway.
I was like, but I'm not ready.
No, so she had to wash her hair. She's looking lovely today.
I didn't. I just fixed it. I washed it 2 days ago. I know it's so clean. It's going to do me for at least another 7 days. We're fine. We're good.
I worry about your hair a lot.
I don't worry about it.
So the job, as Elizabeth said, was fantastic. It was the easiest job, I think. It was the Bunny.
Zoom.
I wish you guys could see cameras off the backside.
I know.
Because there's a lot always going on for.
I think when we come and sit down here, the ducks sort of like congregate over this side, and the rabbit just zooms back and forward.
Yeah, his zooming.
Yeah.
But it was so easy because we brought the A-team. We brought the light. It was like, she is so easy. You don't even need to. First of all, you can walk in a place and just take her halter off, and she just kind of hangs around and she follows the pan and she stops and talks to people naturally, and she is gold star. And then we brought the bunny in the, is that called a prawn?
So, see, I think it's a pram, but it's probably a baby carriage here, isn't it?
No, I think it's called a pram.
It is a pram because it's an old-fashioned pram.
It's the fancy kind.
Yeah, like a silver cross. Sort of
I'd like to find another one of those because this one's kind of like, it's kind of, I tried to clean it up as much as I could, but it's still looking kind of crappy. And it was nice for a prototype, to see if,
but you know the good thing about that pram?
It works.
That works really well with that rabbit.
You know why? It's because he feels like he's in a cage. He doesn't feel like he wants to jump out.
No.
And I think he really likes it. He loves all the attention. Because he sits and puts his nose out to people. Yeah. And then if he gets a little tired, he kind of lies down.
And and he's at a good height for people as well.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
And you don't have to lift them because he's blinking heavy.
Just get him in there. So we brought him 2 days in a row. I really, we've got to keep moving on these animals so that they become better and better. Every day he's become better and better. So he was very good. Oh, look, he's checking my tires on the top. Excellent. And you got 4 there, or 3? There's 3. The other one is not that. I think the other one's just driven off on the golf cart.
Oh, yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, they're checking my car. That's what we do.
We're very happy.
So that was good.
It was, and not only that, I left first because we went in stages going up in the elevator. So I went up first with Miss Delightful, and then you followed. And every time you come out of the elevator, people are like, there's a small horse coming out of that elevator. And then there follows Janine with a big enormous rabbit coming out. So you can't get past the gentleman that's sitting outside. So you stand and talk. So I went round and did the room that was upstairs. And I thought, you know what? We've done so well. No food, no tea, nothing. I'm like, I'm exiting George. When you get to a certain point, you've seen everyone that you think you need to see, and then you got to trot all the way out because you know it's gonna. Time. So I allowed you to do the room, and then I was downstairs and out, and there was nice and grassy area. And I'm standing there, and a lady from Rowley came over and said, "Would I bring the horse to come and see her father at the other bit?" Which I said, yes, of course I would. And then I met a lady who works in hospice care, and she was asking about us bringing the animals into hospice, how that works. So that's the way we roll. It just flows from one situation to the next. Today was rather interesting because normally I feel like we're doing a performance and we're entertaining everybody, and everybody gets a little time here, and I've got to talk a lot and be funny, and the animals need to. But today was just kind of like we were standing around talking to the staff and talking to some of the patients. And I always dread going to Aspen Hill because, first of all, they never join the 2 floors. So we just go to the one downstairs, which is a memory care. So a lot of the people there, half the people, while they enjoy seeing the animals, they're really cognitively not there. And then the other half, there's always like 5 people in the activity room when we have to go upstairs. So to drive all the way to Haverhill for 5 people when we're used to driving to Danvers for 60. Yeah. So today we joined the 2, and I wandered through the halls and went bedside to a few people, and I didn't see her for about 45 minutes. Yeah. Until I passed her, she was on her way outside leaving, and then we went upstairs and there was no stress. Like you don't have to. There's always a little bit of stress, like who's going to poop next. Yeah. And
the animal, it was really a nice, it was a nice group of animals, and I think that it's going to be equally as easy as we can find that missing turkey. She was really good yesterday too, because she's just like, you could put her in there in a room, and she just naturally walks up to people, and she sits down in front of them, and she looks them right in the eye, and she starts talking to them. So who would have ever thought that a turkey would make a good visitor to a nursing home? But boy, she's good. So yeah, I'd like to have a team of animals that are not always a group of dogs, because as we rely heavily on the dogs, Sizzle's getting a little too old to do it. Marky's good. Willow's out of commission at this, and I have a feeling they're out of commission next week. And I know we've got a big one on Tuesday. What's that one? McPherson Hall. It's an event. McPherson. Yeah, that she's a family stay at a nursing home. It's a big one. I think it's up in Gloucester. But this woman has emailed. We've gone back and forth several times on what the days can look, what time to be there, that kind of instruction. So, well, that turkey's fantastic. Yeah. And it's very seasonal. It is very seasonal. It's like people have their pumpkin spice latte, and we bring out our turkey. There we go. So sorted. Oh gosh, we'll be bringing a reindeer after the turkey's done our skin. Yeah. Then we go right from. No, we start with Halloween. We got to still probably next weekend we got to doll up the pony into a unicorn. Oh yeah. And then we go from Halloween right into the turkey. And so as of next week we'll be doing, or the 19th. Then we start that run around for Halloween where we start wearing costumes everywhere we go. And then we're done with that, and next we should get we should get those pilgrim outfits to go with the turkey. You can make you a pilgrim hat. Good. Allegedly. Yeah. So I can make two of them, one for you and one for me. Because she loves to dress up. I don't like to dress up at all. Never. I will do anything to entertain the people. I like to put in a good effort. So if it requires wearing a costume, I'll wear a costume. Yeah. It was funny. I was talking to a friend of mine who I haven't talked to in a long time. He's one of my very kind of I wouldn't even. He's from the horse riding world, and he's a little bit of a. He's got the right social status. He's a veterinarian, and he's super nice. And I've always known him to be like, he's married to a man, and go over there for dinner and have martinis, and always very well dressed. That kind of, and I have a group of friends that are like that I have not seen in a long time, because my life is this now. And so he called me the other day, actually, because, did I tell you this? I don't think I told you this. I was going through my Facebook feed, and I'm friends with, his name's David, and I was like, oh, wow, why does David always get on the best horses? He has a beautiful, big gray horse. He used to be the master of hunt down in the Concord area. Lovely. Super nice guy, and his husband's really nice, too. And he's got a beautiful gray horse, and I saw him on a beautiful chestnut horse, and I was like, oh, wow, how does he always get the nicest horses? So I just scrolled right on, because, I like to get to the feed of Facebook, and I'm always, and then so I'm scrolling along, and then I got to the woman that has Murphy. Her name is Darcy Rose. It was our Murphy. Our Murphy. And so I started, she had like 12 pictures of, it was opening meat out in Millbrook. Yeah. And so I'm like, oh, I wonder if Murphy's in there. So I started clicking through, and I'm like, David, Murphy. Oh, great. Oh my God, Murphy looks so fantastic. I'm like, wait a minute. I just saw this picture. That's David. So David's horse was lame, and he ended up riding Murphy. He needs a backup horse. I know. He's a lovely beat in Murphy. Yes. And so he said he had a lovely ride on him. And had he known it was one of my horses, he would have declined. Because we go way back, and he's borrowed horses. My fire breathing drug I did before. Yeah. But then we started talking, and he said, so what have you been up to? I haven't seen you. And so we kind of were going through the list. I just thought I heard we're going through the list of friends that he still kind of socializes with, but I haven't seen in a really long time. And I said, I've kind of fallen out with that whole group of people. I'm a little embarrassed because, I wouldn't even know how to dress up and be clean if I had to on a Saturday night. And we were talking about this one friend of mine. She's a fantastic cook. She lives over in Beverly Farms. I won't say her name. She's a fantastic cook. She and her husband would have these really fun parties back like even pre-COVID for years, she was like she was the social scene. And he's like, so when was the last time you saw, I'll call her Sue. When was the last time you saw Sue? And I was like, oh yeah, the last time, this is really embarrassing. The last time I saw Sue, she lives in Beverly Farms, and once a year they have a big, they call it the Horrible Parade. Yes. And it's a huge parade that goes through town. Everybody goes to see it. And somebody called me and convinced me to bring Elvis and a few other things. I don't know why.
Was it Elvis? We had, was it, oh my gosh, we had Elvis, a donkey.
Yeah. I don't even remember everything other than we had a group of animals.
We did.
Maybe some goats were in there. And she was supposed to provide the people to lead them. And she was going to lead Elvis. And I got a beautiful costume, a princess costume to lead Elvis with. And she came up and she was all done up because she's in that social thing. She's all done up looking fantastic in like, you know, a Nantucket style outfit. And I was like, well, here's the kind, you got to wear the outfit, the princess outfit to go with Elvis, who's kind of dressed up as a princess. No, you got to wear the outfit. She refused to wear the outfit. And I was like, all right, forget it then. I'll do it. Put on the outfit. I'm wearing the princess outfit with cowboy boots. and a hat. And a hat. And I'm standing there waiting for the parade to start. And it's like this very hot, like a very high-end town, too. Very high-end town, a lot of which people that I've known over the years because I've lived in this world for so long. And who comes up but Sue? Like, how are you? And she's all dressed up Nantucket style, and I'm sitting there with my cow. And I told David that story.
But he was spectacular in that parade.
Oh, he was. It was the first time he had done a parade. He was super. But it was so good to, like, you can't just have someone in Nantucket. Like, she was wearing like pink shorts and flip flops, and that was not what I was going for with the image. It was Elvis was the showcase with the long flowing princess gown, and all the other animals were his little elves following. So yeah.
We took a donkey, and we had something else. It was either Delight or Flower. Did we take Flower? I think it was Flower. Okay. Flower misbehaving, I think. If I can remember that.
Yes.
Yeah. But as the debate went this morning, should we take Flower?
Yeah, no. Yeah, Flower is gonna need a little bit more work. And today was just I was gonna actually go by myself, but I couldn't manage pushing the carriage and pulling the horse. And I know that everyone there at Aspen, they don't necessarily have the help to help us. Like you can go to hunt, like I did yesterday. Someone will jump on me when Nancy retired. Savage, but
it was a very relaxed job.
It was very relaxed, very relaxed. We were there for a long time.
Hello?
Uh-oh.
What you doing?
Measuring.
You're measuring things?
You have a measuring tape?
I do.
Oh my God, this is like gold. I was just looking for one. Thank you.
Measuring tapes are like umbrellas. Like you never truly know where they are. You never truly own them.
Or scissors around
scissors,
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scissors is another one.
Yeah, I wanted to measure this, and I wanted to measure the door, and I've been looking. I went into the shop. I went into the golf cart. They are on the golf cart. Those turkeys.
I'm just taking it sires.
Yeah. Oh, there's 4 turkeys now, Janine. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
So I was measuring that space, in the bathroom. I think I can fit that desk in it.
What is?
The one that's in this. Your old desk.
That's where I do all my thinking in the bathroom.
Well, no, it's just to fill that space.
Sorry. From this point forward, everybody who's like communicating with you online is going to be thinking you're sitting in the bathroom. And it's like the toilet's the seat, and you'll be like,
oh, it's a funny story. So when I was taking apart that house in Wellesley, I was working as a contractor at the time, and so I was like go down there.
Not a building contractor, I might add. A management consultant contractor.
And act like a business person. So I had this desk that was 2 sawhorses with a door on top of it, yeah, and then the seat was actually a toilet. An old toilet had been taken out there, and I was sitting there like looking very stage and wide, make the background look okay, and like have greeting with high flying people.
Oh, you're on.
Well,
from what I know, that's where men do their best thinking.
The one thing I couldn't do was stand up. If I stood up, the game was up. And it's like,
oh yeah.
You're like, who the hell is this guy?
Every once in a while I'll be driving around town and someone puts an old toilet down at the end of their driveway with like a free sign on it, and I always want to like sit on it and take a picture.
Yeah.
Just don't bring it home.
Yeah, no, I know.
So, yes, we were out. Jen and Nick were out chasing equine this morning.
Oh yeah, that's the other piece of the puzzle. Somebody left the gate opening again.
I don't know. Well, they did two things. Not only did they leave the gate open, they left. They who shall remain unnamed. They left a bag of corn outside the gate. So naturally, the donkeys were. At least they remember to shut the water off this morning. Don't I get a one for that? Yeah, so I'm in the middle. I'm just so tired of the amount of stress. I am like the go-to at every problem. I'm the first call that everybody makes. I'm sitting there trying to push the pony onto the elevator because the ponies, for some reason, didn't want to go in the elevator.
She wasn't sure.
And I look at my phone, or my phone is buzzing, so I took a second to look, and I'm like, oh, shit.
Well, the ponies probably heard about us in elevators. Had some problems on that front, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, God, why does now it's because Jen sent me a message. She's like, are all the donkeys supposed to be running up and down the driveway? And I'm like,
yeah,
no.
Oh.
Of course, I let them do that when I'm not home and the gate is open.
And then poor Jen, Nick's like, all the dogs were barking, and he was out in the backyard, and he's like, I just don't know what's going on with these dogs. And he went in, and he heard a voice, and it was Jen, and she was at the side going, Nick! And he was like, who is this? And because, there's a screen up. Yeah. So he went right into Jen. He said, all the donkeys are out.
Yeah, poor Jen. She's not a far. She's getting there. She's coming along quickly, though.
Oh, no, she was good. Like, she's
getting better every day.
She was just a bit scared of handling.
Same. I don't blame her. I'm scared of handling him sometimes.
He's pretty big, yeah.
He's just pushy.
Yeah.
Big, and he's stubborn, and he doesn't move.
There's no badness in him, though.
You've just described every mule I've ever met.
Yeah.
Except for Enzo. Yeah. Enzo's also naughty.
Yeah. He's very sweet, though, Enzo. Yeah. And I can tell you, we've still got all the sheep, and those coyotes last night were absolutely rampant.
Yeah. Out in Meredith.
Yeah.
Not here.
I was like, oh, I was actually thinking about bringing the sheep in and shutting the door, and then I thought, Enzo looks like he's wide awake.
Yeah, Enzo's like, I got this.
He's like, I love nights like this. It's like,
yeah, the coyotes look at that paddock and they look at all of the little appetizers that they can have with the sheep, and then they look at Enzo and they're like, oh no. Enzo just looks like he's nuts.
He is nuts.
Yeah. Like,
happily nuts.
He's like Tippy the Pew.
Tippy the Pew. Bedoing.
Feeding around.
Yeah, with his ears up.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
Yeah.
I love him.
Anyway, that's what I was thinking of doing.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Maybe over the weekend.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Yeah.
I wonder how many
other people have a northeaster this weekend, I think it's Monday.
I wonder how many other people have their desk in their bathroom.
It's not going to be a desk, so it's just for you to put your governors on top of,
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you can sit it and you can do all your makeup in your
hair.
Yeah,
I could put
makeup in here.
I could put that big mirror in
Maybe
there.
this is a hint. Maybe what
Maybe that's what he's trying to say. I'm putting a big mirror in. Could you get on it, please?
No, I can put a big mirror in there.
So you can see yourself every morning. That's the last thing
I don't need to see myself in the morning.
It
makes the place feel nicer. Yeah, that'll be lovely.
But I do need to take out the tumble dryer.
Oh, I thought the
we didn't give it to him because we think it works.
I think tumble dryer works. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the tumble dryer.
You took out the washing machine.
The washing machine that's
okay.
I not to go.
All right, so that's on my list.
But they're much lighter.
But I can just take that down and put it in the.
Put in the ICU.
In the container.
Yeah, because I was going to put a washer and dryer in the ICU. Now all I have to do is get a washer and get it hooked up.
So the other exciting thing that happened today is the people from Dylan from Teamsters came today.
Yep.
because he wanted that.
And you make sure you get my tape measure back from Janine when she's finished.
You want me to welcome her for it?
Oh,
Manage your
I shall.
expectations
I
there.
shall.
and I think this is your rope, by the way.
It is my rope. Janine stole it.
No,
I stole it.
You stole it. Right, that's good. We have to start labeling everything, putting our names on it.
Just put Elizabeth on everything.
It's like same thing except Janine. God, it's cold.
So Dylan from Teamster very kindly came today because they're coming on the 18th, which must be, that's not this weekend, it's the 19th, 18th, okay. It's not this weekend. No, it's the following weekend. So he was just coming to see what sort of equipment they need to bring. And I said just yes. Yeah. And so what they had a list of things that were possible. So we asked them if we ordered stone dust, we can resurface the arena. Some of the potholes out here and the bits outside the
Stalls
where it just floods. And also we're hoping to paint the outside, the gable end facing us here, and the side that has the goats and the turkeys. We're hoping to get that painted and weatherized, which would be fantastic. So that sounds great. He said he might just come back and blow a few leaves just in his spare time, which is very kind of him.
Yeah.
But we were just sitting, going round and looking at things and thinking, that's a good job, and that's a good job, but there's another job.
I know, but so we have to realize the list is getting shorter and shorter.
It is.
If you think about where we were on January 1st,
yeah,
like we turned on the water in the barn, and the whole left side of the barn just started flooding from holes and everything.
And then remember all the dog holes along the wall. We had to mop that every time it rained or the snow came in. We had to mop it.
Yes. And like all the electrical wires hanging down, and there's just so much that we have accomplished. And the condition of the White House behind us, which is then the laundry building.
Yes.
It's amazing.
But you know, the other thing I actually noticed, and we must remember the first year, it wasn't last winter into spring, it was the previous winter into spring. We stripped all of the leaves off the embankment down the driveway. Yeah. And then this year we didn't do it because we didn't ever get round to it because there was so much going on down here. You wouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't think we need to do that.
I don't think we should do that because the weeds grow through the leaves anyway. So, and it's all just sitting there. So that's a job I think we just leave.
Yeah,
and
everything
we blow everything up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we can just kick down the pipe till next year.
Yeah.
So that's good. But all the major stuff, the goal for 2025 is so that when people drove up the driveway, they were happy and felt it was a nice farm to visit. And I feel like we've achieved that.
Yes, we have.
And we have a good balance of animals. Yes. We just figure out how to manage them all through the winter, which is always a challenge for any animal. But it helps. The last thing is really painting the barn, and with the surface of the arena, especially given Arthur's heat. Yeah, we've stripped out a lot of the smelly dirt that was there when in January. We've been slowly, gradually taking that out, and now we just need a fresh coat on the top.
Yes,
and that'll be fine.
And that'll be lovely. Yeah, and that just keeps that ticking over.
Yeah,
and then we've been very fortunate. We've had superb people helping us, and it's been very gratefully received. And also, there's been our online people who have supported the mission going forward. So we very greatly appreciate that as well. Yeah, because we certainly couldn't have done it ourselves.
No. And you guys have kept Goldie's Farm alive and thriving now. Yeah. Somebody sent me a text message the other day saying that we do too much. We should cut back our schedule. And I'm like, that's the last thing I want to cut back.
No, because I think that the mission was always 5 days a week.
5 days a week is fine.
And then the animals get 2 days off.
Well, no, we have such a variety of animals. We can take, animals have days off all the time.
Yeah. But it's good to have that just downtime. Yeah. Where everybody's looking at each other and behaving. Yeah. So we've got the 2 days off, everybody recharges, and then we start all over again. And you know, it's actually worked into a really good forward motion.
Right.
Everything gets carried forward, and the animals are getting more and more competent each time.
And it's getting easier and easier. The amount of stress that we've survived over the past 3 years, is enormous. But I think we've gotten to the point where all the animals know their job. We know our job. The stress of the construction is going away. Where are they now? One's there. I don't know where the other two are. They're probably. They're not like, you know, when the goats get loose, you've got to jump and run, because the goats get into stuff that
she makes the most wonderful noise.
She does.
She just chirps.
She's just so happy. She's very happy. The goats get into, they don't want to get into areas where they're supposed to, or the grain that they're supposed to. They go for like the wormer and the stuff they shouldn't be gorging. They're terrible. They're just terrible.
I think they're lovely, the goats. You'll be glad to hear.
Because you don't care for them.
I care for them deeply.
No, yeah. I bet you take care of them.
No, I get to take care of this lot up here.
Yeah.
And honestly, I get them in the door and they're like, no. And then they all leave.
Goats are not nice animals.
No,
I used to think they were.
I think those goats are far hardier than, this is a horn goat. I think they're far hardier than anyone has ever given them credit for.
No, I think they're very hardy.
They are super hardy. You bring them in, you're like, you bring them in and you're like, oh, it's going to rain, it's going to be awesome. And then they come in the door and then they just leave again. And, you know, and I think that's...
they have an open door to an inside area that has water, hay, shavings on the ground. Did you post a picture of that?
Not yet. Okay. The beautiful thing is I've only had to fill the hay bags up once.
Oh, yeah, because they don't go in there. I should have put the bale in there. But yeah, they next week they'll go in.
Yeah. Which is good.
Yeah.
And
but they prefer to be, they're outdoor animals, so they prefer to be outdoors. And so what I would consider a cold day, their coat is thick. Is there water? Is there fur waterproof? Yeah.
Well, it seems to be, because when you put your finger in, when they've been outside in the rain, they're still dry underneath and very warm.
Yeah, they don't seem to.
They're not like us.
Yeah, they seem very hardy like that.
They don't go like dry
I mean,
rats.
if you think about wild goats on the side of cliffs in the middle of the winter, they're not cold.
No.
And here she comes.
And she's got thingy dinner, so that's good. She'll be very pleased.
Here she comes.
He's waiting.
If you had told her,
excellent. He's like, I hope it's still warm.
Nobody else wanted the donkey food.
Well, we know a donkey that will like it. Julie now has progressed from just coming to pat the donkeys to she's full on farm maintenance, which we very greatly appreciate, and comes from work where at a point in the day she rehydrates the medalist pellets so that they're ready, moist, and delicious for Woody.
If you had told her 2 years ago that she would have a donkey that she took care of, she loves the donkey. She loves that donkey. That's a nice donkey now.
Isn't it so cute? You see, and this is why we're so lucky that
my femur has recovered from kicking you.
Well, but you know, the really nice thing is this is how the donkeys, it just takes a bit of time. All the animals, and they all come round, don't they?
Yeah.
They all end up, is she in here?
Oh boy. Here they come.
Darling. What you up to?
They're like, what are you guys up to?
Well, precious. That is a good one, that one there, isn't it?
Oh, maybe it is.
That's your fault.
Yes, hello. This is Sally. Thanks, Bella.
She's actually called Bella, but Janine keeps calling her Sally.
Well, no, Bella is the one that gave it.
It's Bella's big turkey, Bella.
Oh,
see? But you can call her Sally.
No, I call her Bella. I didn't know if Bella wanted us to call her Sally.
Bella has no choice, because then it's distinguishing the one that came from Bella. Sorry, Bella.
Nice turkey.
She's a lovely girl.
This is what they did, or she did at the nursing home. Just walked over and stood in front of someone, and then they pat her, and then she'd lie down.
There.
That's right. There she goes. She's going down.
She's like a transformer.
Yeah, she's like a naked.
Hello, ladies. I think
a few other friends.
I think this is the ladies group.
Yeah.
Oh no, who's this?
Oh no, that's your big turkey over there.
Oh, that's Bella over there?
Yeah.
Why is he being so nice to me? He's never that nice. Is that a he, do you think?
Yeah.
This could be shut. Hold on.
I'm actually never sure.
Oh, I've been wounded. There.
Yeah, Ethan.
Yeah.
What you doing? Little mischief.
Okay, so someone's saying, if you can't answer this on mail chat, don't worry, but is there a plan to put Goldie's name on Google's map? Oh, right. Okay.
How do you change that?
Yeah, how do you change that? Because when you go to Google Maps, it does come up, service dog.
What do you think? Yes, that person? Jolly good. We're like, yeah.
She's answering people.
Yes.
Oh, that's helpful. Oh. Yeah, they are funny animals. And this one I put a little blue on because she's actually friends with the other one.
Yeah. They are so
nice,
lovely.
They're nice. So that's why he didn't lie down, because that's not the right one.
Yeah.
But are these all girls?
Those two are girls.
How do you
the
know?
boy's the one that's got the black bit in his front. Where's he?
I think that this is the boy.
Wait,
look at
the black bit in his front.
This is thoroughly modern turkeys.
Wow.
So, he missed. Stop it.
No, is it as a black, as a white, as a male not got the black feather in his front? That's just dirty. Hey guys.
This is definitely unless it's Bella. Because Bella and the male are the same size.
Oh, are they?
Yes. And it doesn't hurt when you get pecked. It doesn't break the skin before you. It wakes you right up.
The male or teacher bigger?
Oh, he's a nice turkey. Oh, he's good. It's like, what are these small things in here? They're inconsequential ducks. Don't worry. Is it?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, well,
Lovely.
yeah. I wonder if that is. We're going to get name tags. No, yeah, we're going to have to mark them.
Well, Bella's turkey.
Yeah, that's Bella's turkey over there. Way over there.
It's much bigger.
Oh no, that I can see the black dot on it. Yeah, that might be Bella's turkey. Hold on, let me go. We know our animals on an individual basis.
Oh no, that's the black dot one. That's the male. Right, so one of these is Bella. Where are you going, sweetie? I think it's this one because it's a big feet. Come on, sweetie.
And they're off again, which is lovely. So, I don't think any of us knew that you could have so much fun with turkeys or ducks. Or, well, I love the goats. I think they're fantastic. So, no idea what we're doing at the weekend because everything comes as a bit of a surprise to us. I do presume, Janine will tell us when she comes back, but I presume she will be going out hunting on Saturday, if the weather's not too bad. And then we've got, I think, 2 days of rain coming in next week, and then the weather should be picking up again, which would be fantastic because we've got Teamsters coming on the 18th. And I did say to the gentleman that came today, do you think all the leaves will be out of the trees? And he said, probably not. So, that's tricky. Well, you know what? I actually do think it's very relaxing to be surrounded by animals. I think you're actually quite right. So we are exceptionally lucky. But on this job this morning, and I just go on jobs when I'm needed, and on this job this morning, there was a lady who didn't appear to have much in the way of verbal communication. And she beckoned for the light to come over. And I took the light over. And she took the lead rope from the end of from my hand and took the end and she pulls the light in towards her.
And the light, I also kept an eye on her and my hand on her halter to make sure that if there's any problems I could have intervened. But she brought the light in, and the light was very patient and very calm and just stood. And she put her fingers on both hands through her mane and stood like this. Well, she sat like this because she was sitting down, obviously. And the light, perfectly comfortable. And this woman, it was like a very relaxing, very calming thing for her to do. And she did it, that time. And then I took the light round to meet everybody else. And then we went back and she did the same thing with her. And I think sometimes, I think there's been a lot of research conducted that says that people find stroking dogs can be very calming, and it can lower your blood pressure and your stress levels. And I think for people who maybe have different issues in life, actually handling these animals and having the animals react positively towards them is very comforting as well. So it is relaxing to be surrounded by the animals. Although had we been at home, we'd have been chasing the donkeys up and down the driveway with Ted. So it's not quite so relaxing. But you've got to take smooth times with the rough, I think. That's where we're at now. Yes, now that's actually a lovely idea. Having a mirror for the animals, as long as it's not a pecking animal and it's not a real mirror that can smash, because sometimes you can have animals who are very territorial, and if it is a proper mirror, then you can have problems with that. And that wouldn't actually suit us very well. Goodness. So, weekend is upon us. It is Paul's Pride. Nick and I will be on Meredith from tomorrow morning, and that's always super fun. So, still no idea what's coming here, leaving here, roundabout. I presume Benoit will probably be back to work on his boat, and we'll be in and out and roundabout, as will the animals, because we know that's what happens. So, we will see you back on Tuesday. Janine, it's a holiday Monday. Will we be doing mail chat, or will we just resume on Tuesday?
Why don't we resume Tuesday? Because I know that we've got stuff going on Monday.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we will see you back on Tuesday. Thank you for joining us. Oh, what are you doing? You need a hand?